The world of oil and energy is a complex and ever-evolving landscape, and today we're diving into the fascinating conversation between Irina Fascianos and Carolyn Kissane, an expert in global affairs and energy. Get ready for an eye-opening journey into the geopolitics of oil. The Geopolitics of Oil, a conversation with Carolyn Kissane. In this insightful discussion, Kissane takes us on a tour of the global energy system, shedding light on the interconnectedness of oil production, consumption, and the impact of recent events like Russia's war in Ukraine and OPEC's decision to cut oil production. A world of oil, production and consumption. Did you know that every day the world consumes over 100 million barrels of oil? That's a staggering amount. And it's only growing. With Asia leading the demand and China's reopening raising questions about future oil needs, the energy landscape is in a constant state of flux. The impact of Russia's war. Russia's invasion of Ukraine has sent shockwaves through the oil market. As a top producer, Russia's actions have reshaped the geopolitics of oil, prompting countries to rethink their energy security strategies. And with the ongoing energy transition and climate change concerns, what does environmental planning mean? The need to decarbonize adds another layer of complexity. OPEC's decision, a surprise move. OPEC's recent decision to reduce production by 1.2 million barrels per day came as a surprise, especially given the tight supply across the oil market. This move, driven by state budget concerns, has implications for oil prices and vulnerable economies. The top producers and consumers. The top three oil producers are the United States, Saudi Arabia, and Russia, with Canada and China also significant players. However, China has now taken the lead as the largest importer. The United States, with its consumption of over 20 million barrels per day, is a key player in the global oil market. Russia's resilience. Despite the war, Russia continues to produce and sell oil, often at discounted prices. New countries, including Turkey, Singapore, the future of oil and energy. As we look ahead, the question of peak oil demand remains uncertain. While some predict it before 2030, others believe it will take longer. The Paris Agreement and the energy transition play a crucial role in reducing our dependence on fossil fuels, but the path forward is not without challenges. The impact on U.S.-Saudi relations? OPEC's decision to cut production has added tension to the U.S.-Saudi relationship, which has been strained for the past decade. With Saudi Arabia's non-alignment policy towards Russia and Ukraine, and its growing independence from the U.S. due to increased domestic oil production, the relationship is evolving into a new, complex dynamic. Russia's workarounds and the SPR. Russia's use of alternative transportation methods, such as the East Siberian pipeline to China, has the potential to impact the U.S. market and the role of the Strategic Petroleum Reserve, SPR. With potential insurance workarounds, Russia is finding ways to navigate sanctions and continue exporting oil. China's oil potential. China, an oil-producing country, has seen a reduction in its production capacity over the years. While there are potential petroleum reserves in the South China Sea, the challenges of accessing and developing these reserves, coupled with the lack of Western investment, make the future of China's oil production uncertain. Venezuela's role and reintegration. Venezuela, with the world's largest oil reserves, faces political and infrastructure challenges. While a shift in the political regime could open opportunities for reintegration into the global energy system, the country's aging infrastructure and the emissions associated with its heavy oil production are significant hurdles. The African continent and energy security. The movement towards electric vehicles and the transition away from fossil fuels presents unique challenges for the African continent, with many countries still lacking 100% energy access. The need for investment in oil and gas infrastructure is crucial for economic growth. The decisions of Western governments and financial institutions not to invest in new fossil fuel projects in Africa raise equity concerns and threaten the continent's energy security. The European Green Deal and the war's impact. The war between Russia and Ukraine has highlighted the importance of the European Green Deal and the need for a rapid transition to renewable energy. The EU's green taxonomy, which includes natural gas and nuclear alongside renewable energies, reflects the complex and varied approaches to energy transition across Europe. Algeria's role in supporting Europe. Algeria has played a significant role in supporting Europe's energy security, with an increase in Algerian gas exports over the years. The proposed pipelines from Algeria to Nigeria and through Western African countries to supply gas to Europe and parts of Africa are complex projects that require significant investment and cooperation. Discounted Russian oil. India and China. India and China have taken advantage of discounted Russian oil, with India building its refining capacity and re-exporting some of the oil. China, despite a decrease in oil demand in 2022, has been using Russian oil to build its strategic supplies. The implications of these purchases are far-reaching and include the potential for profit-making sales in places like Africa. The future of nuclear energy. Nuclear energy has the potential to change the geopolitics of energy, especially in the context of the Russia-Ukraine crisis, which has taken some refining capacity offline. While nuclear plays a crucial role in decarbonizing energy systems, its adoption varies widely across the world, with some countries embracing it and others opposing it. Accelerating the energy transition. The invasion of Ukraine by Russia has accelerated the energy transition towards greener energy in Europe. With a focus on renewable energy and hydrogen, countries are working to enhance their energy security and reduce dependence on Russian gas. Major challenges in the geopolitics of oil. Looking ahead, the major challenges in the geopolitics of oil include the tensions between Saudi Arabia and the United States, the evolving relationship between the U.S. and China, and the concern over tightening oil supply and its impact on fragile economies. As we navigate these challenges, it's crucial to ensure that we have a resilient energy system that can meet the increasing and complex energy security demands.